Baruch Hashem, it is day number 278 of our daily study of Rambam, Sefer, HaMitzvos. And in the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah study track, we are in Hilchos Shchenim. It's our second day in Hilchos Shchenim. That means laws of neighbors. We're doing chapters 4, 5, and 6. So as I mentioned yesterday, every day of Hilchos Shchenim, we're going to repeat the same mitzvah. And it's a mitzvah that we first learned in the previous book, Sefer Nezikin, the book of damages. Now we're in Sefer Kinyan, the book of acquisitions. And we learned this mitzvah when we're in Hilchos Chevel Umazik, the laws of damages and injury. So I explained yesterday why we're doing this mitzvah in conjunction with Hilchos Shchenim. I'm going to repeat the mitzvah now, and then I'll tell you something interesting about the subject matter that we're in right now in the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah. Okay, positive commandment 236 is the mitzvah to follow the Torah's laws about how to adjudicate cases of injury and damage, basically how to levy fines for recompensation and penalties for when one person injures or damages another person or their property. Okay, now I want to share with you something very interesting from one of today's 3 chapters, from actually chapter 6, halacha 6. The context is it's speaking about neighbors in a municipality. I like that word, a municipality, people who live in the same town. And the requirements that the denizens, hey, that's also a cool word, of that town have to contribute toward certain public works projects, let's call it that, like fixing the roads and whatnot. Also, things that are of a communal value, like, for instance, having a town synagogue where everybody prays, things like that. So, very interesting. In Halacha 6, the Rambam says, regarding security, having security for the town, I don't know, hiring a night watchman, whatever it might be, that everybody in the town is required to participate. In fact, even Yisayimim, even orphans. Orphans are generally a protected class because of their vulnerability, and that, they've inherited funds, and somebody has to watch over that, make sure that they're not being exploited. Okay, so even the orphans have to participate in paying for the town's security. But who is exempt? Talmidei Chachamim, Torah scholars. Why? I'm just going to read it to you because it's so interesting. All things that are necessary for guarding the city. You take it, meaning it's extracted as a tax from everyone in the city. Even from the orphans, chutz, with the exception of mitalmidei chachamim, not Torah scholars. Why? She'ein talmidei chachamim tzrichen shmira shehaTorah shemarton. They don't need that kind of protection. The Torah itself is their protection. Now, that's a very inspiring concept. It sounds like a moral teaching of the Torah, a homiletic teaching of the Torah, but this is Mishnah Torah. Mishnah Torah is halacha. This is actually being said not just as a concept, but as a practical law. And that's a pretty cool concept, if I do say so myself. I liked it. I shared it with you. We'll see you for more tomorrow, God willing.